truth that changed my life. For the name above all names, I'm unashamed. And I will live my faith out loud. Take a stand and stand my ground. For the one who took my shame, I'm unashamed.
And she come up with these games that she made up. And one day she said, Dad, we're gonna play a game called Lifeguard. I said, okay, what do you want me to do? She said, you go out there and pretend like you're drowning, and I'll be the lifeguard and I'll save you. So right then I knew I was gonna make a total fool in front of all my neighbors, but I didn't care. So I go out there, I start splashing in 3 feet of water. I'm splashing, I start shouting, lifeguard, I'm drowning, save me! And then she'd be the lifeguard and she'd reach out, grab my arm, pull me back to the steps of the pool and save my life. At which point she would make me say, oh, lifeguard, thank you for saving my life. And then as soon as I say that, she'd point and say, go do it again. Because the little known fact is when you have a kid, you don't play a game one time, you play it 350 stinking times. So this day we played lifeguard 350 times and I was so over it. I wanted to go home so bad that round 350 did not find me splashing or shouting. It was a little bit more like, lifeguard, let's get this over with. Dad's got prune hands and I gotta pee. But guys, on round 350, my lifeguard didn't rescue me. I looked around and I realized the reason was I had drifted into the deep end of the pool without noticing. And she wasn't cool with the deep end yet, little Lulu the lifeguard. So I look back and I see my little girl, I'll never forget. She's got a worried look on her face at the edge of the pool, like she's thinking, I guess Dad's going down this time. And then after a few seconds, she was worried and then she thought about it and then she shouted through her little toothless grin. She said, okay, don't worry, I have a plan. I said, what's the plan, lifeguard? I'm drowning. She said, okay, could you just come closer first and then I will save you? It doesn't work like that when you're drowning. And it doesn't work like that in life either, thank God. Because in that moment in the pool, I felt like I was getting my attention. I found myself praying in the swimming pool, Lord, I'm glad that you're a better lifeguard than Lulu is. When you think about it, I hope we can all be overcome by this. Maybe God can get your attention with this reminder. Never once will you or me ever hear our Heavenly Father say those words to us. When you mess up and land in the deep end, He never says, come closer first, and then I'll save you. No, while we were still sinners, drowning in the deep end of our sin, there's a God who loved each and every person in this room enough to send His one and only Son all the way to the deep end for us. And He laid down His life on a cross so that you and me could be saved, freed, and forgiven.